Hey, welcome back to Frank's Favorite Foods, where I'm always cooking up a good time. This is the channel where I teach you how to make restaurant quality food at home. These aren't just any crab cakes, they're Cajun crab cakes. Flavored with the holy trinity of bell pepper, celery, and onion, and seasoned with Cajun spices and hot sauce, this entree is a killer. If you're not a subscriber, you should be. Hit the subscription button and the notifications bell so you don't miss a single episode. This recipe is one of my favorites. It's super easy, and you know what? Today we may even get a visit from our old friend, Cajun Phil. Let's start by mincing up some yellow onion. It's important that the veggies are minced and not just chopped or diced. To mince something is to prepare it with a very fine chop. This will allow the veggies to really be incorporated into the sauce. As I mentioned, I'm using the same preparation on all the veggies: the yellow onion, the scallions, the green pepper, and the celery. In a hot saute pan with about 1.5 tablespoons of butter, add the veggies and saute over medium heat. I'm going to saute the veggies for about 10 minutes or until they are extremely tender. Refrigerate the veggies. We'll get back to them shortly. To make the base for our crab cakes, start with some mayonnaise. Add 1 whole egg, Cajun seasoning, brown mustard, Worcestershire, and some hot sauce. Finally, add the sauteed vegetables you prepared earlier. This is your Cajun crab mix. Go ahead and whisk that together and set it aside. We'll add it to the crab meat later on. You know, I forgot that old Cajun Phil might be stopping by, so I'm going to add a little bit more spice. The crab meat prep is actually pretty simple. Make sure you drain your crab meat first. You don't want wet, loose crab cakes. Next, add the breadcrumb and parsley to the crab meat. Next, add the crab mix. Always add a little at a time. You can always add more crab mix, but you can't take it back out. Using your hands only, no spoons, spatulas, or feet, gently break up the lumps of the crab meat and begin incorporating the crab mix. As you can see, this is looking pretty darn dry, so I'm going to need to add a little bit more of the mix. The idea is to add enough crab mix to make sure the crab cake binds together. I'm going to use just a little bit more of the crab mix so that the consistency is just right. And then I'm going to go ahead and form the crab cake. Use whatever technique feels comfortable to you. I like to roll the crab cake around in my hand until I've formed a baseball that looks just like this. Place your crab cakes on a baking sheet and top them with some of the remaining Cajun crab mix. Then dust them with a little bit of paprika. That'll help them brown up nicely. And then they go in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Oh, hi. Come on in, Cajun Phil.
Smelling good in here.
Oh, Cajun Phil likes the way my crab cakes smell.
Bet they go do.
That is right. They're going to taste good too.
Be back later, go get Gator.
Have a good time, Gator hunting. These are Cajun crab cakes. If you're a fan of this channel, you know I'm big on crab cakes, and you have got to try these. They are fantastic. While it's completely different than the Old Bay crab cake, I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. If you're not a subscriber, you should be. Hit the subscription button and the notifications bell. That way you won't miss a single episode. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my channel. Sharing my videos with a friend is really the best way to help me grow. I'll see you in the next video.
Be back later, go get Gator.